some kinesiology tapes and KT tape on his shoulder, holding that thing in place, but that could well be a weakness that Byson goes ahead.
If I'm Rip Byson, I'm focusing 100% on that shoulder right off the bat, and let's see if he does that here tonight.
Yeah, you go right for it, but I'll say we haven't seen, Rip Byson, we haven't seen him in chaotic wrestling for quite some time, but his reputation is really grown since he left.
Oh, absolutely. He's made a name for himself here in New England, and it's time for him to make his name cemented in the history books of chaotic wrestling, maybe by becoming New England champion.
Yeah, what a way to make a comeback and make a statement, but Mortar has been taking on all comers here, and they love him here in Lowell, and this should be a tremendous contest between two big, beefy guys. And whilst Jordan Castle isn't here, this is what he would call two big, beefy men slapping meat right there.
All right, calm down, Reginald. Let's focus on wrestling right now.
Absolutely, collar and elbow tie up, both men pushing each other back and forth, stabilizing themselves in the center of the ring, and a knife-edge chop to open things up from the Rip Byson.
Yeah.
And look at this, he's saying, I hit you now, why don't you just go ahead and hit me?
If you know Rip Byson from when he first started chaotic wrestling, those chops are lethal.
Yeah, they certainly are. Mortar saying, no. You got the first one. Why don't you have the second one as well? And he wants it bad. Oh, it was a foil all along. He ducked the knife edge chop, and Mortar smacks him there with that forearm.
It looked like a right hand.
Oh, and he got an overhand chop in nonetheless. And there's a forearm.
All right, you're right, it's a forearm.
I'm calling what I see, Pat Matthews. And look at these guys going back and forth, just delivering strike after strike.
Wow.
Oh, these fans are loving it right here.
I'm loving it.
Headlock applied by Byson to put the striking to an end.
He's going to try and wear him down, but I think Rip Byson's going to start working on that shoulder, but because right now Mortar's taking advantage of Rip Byson.
Yeah, Mortar hits the ropes. Byson tries to trip him up, leaps over him that time, takes off himself, and hits a flying shoulder tackle, putting Mortar on the ground for the first time tonight. Now Byson then goes for those ropes again. Mortar goes for the trip. This time leaps over Byson this time. Beautiful drop kick. Byson taking the fall, rolling out of the ring, and Mortar standing in the middle of this ring, tall and proud.
Yeah, well, with a dislocated shoulder, without a dislocated shoulder, he's still on that reign of terror, and he's taking momentum all the way to Rip Byson on the outside.
Beautiful there, plantra. Slingshot over the top right there, and now Byson having to take a break, sitting there at the timekeeper's table, and Mortar comes in. Oh, and it's a knife-edge chop right there, opening him up at the chest.
A little retaliation for that chop that started off the match earlier.
Yeah, but now Mortar and Byson then going around the ring area. Big right hand, that one was forceful. And now Mortar and Byson back into the middle of the ring. Folks, we want to welcome you into the Twitch chat. We see some of our regulars, of course. Tiffany 814, Queen of the Indies podcast. Thanks always for joining us, Tiffany. We know you're out here to see big meaty men, but you're also here to see.
Would you stop with the big meaty men thing, Reginald? Come on.
She's also here to see Bridges. It's her favorite thing. Pat Matthews, by the way, still waiting your call for that podcast appearance, but a huge slam right there from Rip Byson. And I'll tell you, that almost took Mortar out 1, 2, 3 there, but it was just a 2 count. Also, big welcome into LS Dis for Me and Nightlife 84.
Not sorry to cut you off. Well, I guess I didn't cut you off. Anyway, Rip Byson finally working on that shoulder. As you saw, he drove his elbow into it.
Yeah, look at it now. As Mortar comes out the ring, I think he broke his fall on the barricade with that bad shoulder. Again, just isolating that area and making sure that that shoulder is exactly what Iron Rip Byson is focusing on. And Byson then doesn't want Mortar to get counted out. He wants to settle this in the ring.
Yeah, because the New England title's on the line. Everybody knows if he gets counted out, he's not going to, well, if Mortar gets counted out, Rip Byson doesn't walk away New England champion.
Right, but Byson could have taken that opportunity there. And now big suplex.
Woo!
Did you notice how Mortar landed on his back first?
I thought he landed on the toes of his feet there and crumbled them like a little bit. My ankles are hurting from that.
Yeah, that was a bad fall there from Mortar. And now Byson grabbing the hair of Mortar, bringing him back to his feet and placing him in the corner.
Woo. Wow. What a launch into the corner there from Rip Byson to Mortar. He's going to go for the cover. Is it enough? No, only 2. Yeah, I'm super impressed with the progress Rip Byson's made, and super happy to see him back here in chaotic wrestling.
But can you imagine coming back into chaotic wrestling and picking up the victory first time you're back in God knows how many years and taking the New England Championship off of MORTAR?
That would be incredible. Incredible. Like I said, it would certainly cement his name in the history books of chaotic wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. And look at this from Byson, though. Really going back to the top of MORTAR's back and back onto that shoulder. The weakness that MORTAR's demonstrated with that K-tape. Sidewalks that roll, flipped over into a head scissors right there. Beautifully done by MORTAR. A window of opportunity opens up and MORTAR slides his entire body through that window. And now clubbing blows left and right. Irish whip reversed by Byson. MORTAR, oh, there we go. Second rope springboard crossbody. MORTAR is fired up. MORTAR then in the corner. This is the triple threat kick from MORTAR. Big lariat sending Byson over the top right there, and this could be it. Just a 2 count right there.
Whoa. He just turned Rip Byson inside out. He's not done here. He's going to put him down for the 3 count this time.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Byson dropped down there. MORTAR sets on. Byson in trouble trying to roll away from MORTAR, but MORTAR not allowing him to roll far.
Oh, man, not enough.
I'll tell you, MORTAR is scrambling after Byson each and every time Byson's on the ground. And listen to this crowd. Very much behind MORTAR right here. Now MORTAR dragging Byson up by the beard. Big right hand then. These two are going at it.
Oh.
Uppercut from MORTAR, and Byson's not quite sure where he is. MORTAR then, Byson's covering up real nice though. The fact that Byson is able to cover up tells me he's still in with a shot here. Moves out of the way, catches MORTAR.
Oh no.
Oh, he's got him up in that torture rack. MORTAR then comes down.
Uh-oh.
Could it be a 5-5 right here? No, Byson down. Gut wrench, up. Gut wrench, power bomb from Iron Rip Byson. New England champ, oh, he kicked out. Wow.
Manhandled MORTAR with that gut wrench power bomb, Reginald.
That was a Hoss-like move, Pat Matthews.
But not enough.
No, not enough.
The crowd started to get behind the, in the head, I should say, of Rip Byson.
Yeah, very much so. And now Byson's actually paying attention to them, which is probably a mistake on his behalf. MORTAR now being dragged up by his hair. Knife edge chop then sends MORTAR flying into the corner. Oh, and wait a sec, Byson putting him up on the top rope.
Oh, he's got to be careful putting MORTAR up there.
This
He's a horse, but he can fly. He's a flying horse, Reginald.
Is he going for a suplex? MORTAR then battling out. MORTAR then stopping Byson in his tracks. Oh, but now Byson goes up. MORTAR catches the boot. Byson now climbing. He's on the middle rope. Oh my goodness, he's on the top rope. Ladies and gentlemen, a Rippensteiner from the top from Iron Rip Byson. And he's got him up for a choke slam. And down. This could be it. Oh my goodness, he kicks out.
I thought for sure it was over.
That Rippensteiner from the top rope, unbelievable.
Well, the crowd is surprised as well. I mean, that was devastating. That just shows you how much passion MORTAR has to retain that title.
Well, he's held on to it for such a long time, defending it over 25 times. Certainly now. Oh, wait a sec. Byson going to the top. Pat, as long as you've known him, have you known him to be a high flyer?
I mean, not anything fancy, that's for sure.
Well, MORTAR then catching him. Now MORTAR climbing up. MORTAR is on the second rope. Byson on the outside.
That Rippensteiner was probably the biggest thing, but it looks like MORTAR has
MORTAR's
control
up
now.
to the top rope.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Superplex!
Whoa! That was incredible!
Both men collapsing in the middle of the ring. Nearly 500 pounds of meat just came down in the middle of the ring. Don't worry, we've got a vegan on the show later. We'll be balancing out the meat and the veggies.
Are you going to say tofu a bunch of times?
You never know.
All right.
Well, MORTAR in the ring. Byson rolled out the ring. MORTAR will take the count out victory, but I think Byson will not lay down for 10 seconds out there.
Oh, I've never known Rip Byson, whatever he went as, I've never known him to lay down for anything.
Well, we're up to 7, but wait, MORTAR through the ropes. Byson back in the ring to break the count. Byson, two-play dive through the middle.
Wow.
Mortar's down.
Wow. This is incredible.
What an opening to breaking points. 2022. We are live, folks, on Twitch and right here at UTEC in Lowell, Massachusetts. This is Chaotic Wrestling on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us. You are joining us right in the middle of our opening contest. And a big body slam onto the hardwood floor.
The exposed hardwood. He ripped the mat up. There's no protection there, folks.
So wait a sec. Byson up on that turnbuckle.
No. Is he going for an elbow drop?
Oh, reminiscent of Cactus Jack. Rip Byson with an elbow drop. Beautifully done right there.
And now he's going to put him away and win himself that New England Championship. Oh, wait a minute. He's not done.
The lone Love Gun Lariat right there. But only a 2 count for the Love Gun Lariat from Rip Byson.
I mean, he's done everything he can, Reginald. Look how frustrated Rip Byson is. What does he have to do to keep Mortar down?
The crowd are chanting, "You can't beat him." And maybe they're right, Pat. Maybe the Chaotic Wrestling faithful are right. Maybe Iron Rip Byson is not going to be able to beat Mortar fairly tonight.
Well, from what I've seen for months, nobody's been able to beat Mortar.
He is on a championship run like no other. And now Byson standing over Mortar. And look at what he's got for him now. He's bringing him up. Huge forearm, takes him back down to a knee. And Mortar asking for more. Mortar has never, ever backed down from a challenge. And now Mortar in the corner, pushing Byson away, but Byson keeps coming back. Knife edge chop in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Oh, headbutt now. Mortar is in trouble. Look at him. I don't even know if he knows what day of the week it is. Oh, wait a sec!
Watch out!
I'll tell you, it's an F5-5 kind of day! And that is all you need. Well, Mortar picks up another victory, and the New England champion continues his assault on the Chaotic Wrestling roster.
And as impressive as Rip Byson was, as